Pay for it. How are you? Good. Is Death gonna be here? I don't know. Hello. Oh, you. That's funny because, like, you probably were. Like, as I hit enter, I think I saw you join. How have you been? Nice. I've seen a resurgence of that game from when people from the show, right?
Yep. I've never played any Fallout game.
Yeah, neither have I.
I had no clue that the show was coming out, but somebody told me it was a good show, so I watched it. Next thing I know, Boz and Kozak are playing it, so I'm like, okay.
Hey, chicken.
Talking about Fallout?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that people have been playing it some. I've never played it, and I saw there was a television show, so I was just curious how it was.
Show or the game?
Retrospectively, both, to be honest, because I've never dabbled with either, so.
The show's really good. Even better if you know some of the lore.
That's cool. I'm glad that Fallout got the good gamer treatment and not the shitty treatment that the Halo fucking TV show got.
Yeah, pretty much when somebody told me about the Fallout show, they're like, oh yeah, it's good. They're like, yeah, they need to teach the Halo people. Like, that's everybody's review. Oh yeah, they need to teach the Halo people how to make a good TV show. Or if I had
Yeah,
a fucking nickel for every time somebody's told me that.
you would have at least $5.
Shit. I had that shit in my 401k.
Right, where's... Or wait, we're just waiting on Snack now.
Yeah, he went to eat like 45 minutes ago. And said he'd be back in 45 minutes to an hour. And I said, okay, we got D&D in 45 minutes. He said, oh shit.
Yep. Okay, well. You guys remember what happened last time? We could do a quick recap if you guys want.
Yep, we left, came back. Another druid.
Yeah, Druid was kind of scary, wasn't he?
Yep.
He was a plague druid. It's kind of weird. Kind of dangerous. But you guys killed him, and then you guys leveled up to level 7. You guys remember that? Did you guys do that?
Yep.
So- Okay.
Sure.
Just, you know, just... I'm double checking to make sure you guys leveled up, you know? Alright.
Still playing with like a level 4 Zoop or some shit.
I could take him off the map if you want, but he does a lot of damage just for what he is.
Yeah, if he could hit.
So, yeah, you guys went and you, yeah, you should be level 7. That'll be fine. So, when you guys did a long rest, obviously, you guys were talking about, like, what you saw, because you walked up to the village, and you saw the very sketchy dudes. You know, the dudes, right? The magic men. And their metal figures that they was being talked about. You guys were talking about that before we went. Oh. You guys want to pick up where you left off? Guys, dumb kind of scaries. Like, you had just killed the plague druid and you went through his stuff and he didn't really have anything. You guys went for a long rest, so now that you guys are awake, what do you guys want to do?
Check the tree for seedlings that I could try to grow.
Oh man!
Magic tree!
The magic tree! Alright. Like a knife of some sort on you? Like a paring knife, a dagger. See if you could scrape off some bark and do something with that. You know, one day you're gonna walk into that garden. Like, actually walk into it instead of just carry it around as a bag, and you're gonna see what happened. And you're like, oh dear.
While she's doing all that, I'm stealing all the fruit.
Okay.
Can I use my spear?
I mean, you can, but you won't get as many.
Oh,
You gotta have that delicate, like, touch, you know what I mean?
my druid thing and you use one of my claws.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna, you know, ask the snake to make me something.
Snake's not here, he can't!
I'll wait on that then. Ooh,
Ugh.
I'd like to, you know, walk into my bag.
And get your gardening tools out of your fucking garden, maybe?
What are you walking into?
She's walking
My
into her
bag.
druid garden finally for the first time ever.
Is it just saying that word weird?
What? Wait, I'm confused now. What?
Bag. Teague.
Oh,
Yeah, it's weird.
her bag.
Am
Got
I
it.
too Canadian for you?
Yeah, okay, the
What?
word is one syllable and you made it 4.
Okay, so you go inside and it's so pretty. This is the first time you've been inside, so the air feels kind of odd to you. It feels thick, but you can breathe in it. Feels very humid in there. When you come inside, you've seen that there's like a huge landscape. There's trees growing, and you notice all your plants have been like growing wildly. You might need a groundskeeper. Might need an elemental groundskeeper in here because there's some weeds. There, you see that they're like, because of there's precipitation, so there's like a lake that's happened because of the environment. It's kind of crazy. And then you see like a house-like building inside of it, and inside there is your kind of gardening too and your horticultures, and then you can see sort of like a shimmered wall that leads to a library of books. Yeah, if you look back at what I sent you, it also comes with a library too. You know, It's for small creatures, so Sneck could have went in there too and maybe read. But, you know.
Snake even read?
That's a good question. Can Snake even read?
First, she's got like an 18 intelligence.
Yeah, but can the player...
Such.
Yeah, does the player have 18 intelligence? Imagine if you had to play your IRL stats.
Well, I've played a game like that where everybody at the table, like, write down for each player, and then what you think their stats are, and then the DM averages them based on what everybody else said that your stats were, and those are your stats.
Mm-hmm.
You can just casually nerf someone just because.
Yeah, well, that's why they get averaged. And obviously, if somebody walking in with like fucking 22 biceps, and somebody, oh, he's got like an 8 strength. Yeah, that's not at all. It's about damn time.
Well.
All your poutine down.
Taking a dump.
Gross. Don't share that with the group.
Natural.
It may be natural.
Not that fast.
It may be natural, but it's not a natural conversation.
It is normal people.
I don't want to hear your conversation about that. We're talking about plants and harvesting seeds, man.
Yeah.
And you
And
know
the
what
fertilizer.
people use?
Suddenly, lightning strikes Snake, and he loses all of his HP.
Oh.
Okay, see you guys next week.
No, I need your help.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
bring it
my
back.
internet company just called, said that they're going to be doing.
They're really?
Yeah, me too.
This week, next week, today.
Alright, camp's been fun. Later, guys. Alright, so.
I'm in my bag. I want
Pop
my
it.
thistle down.
Mm-hmm.
How many reeds do I have?
You have 3. They're very small, because they're still growing. But they are harvestable. It seems like some of them need to be tended to, like weeded. The place needs to be weeded. It's kind of unkept right now, to be honest. You've just been throwing seeds in and going, good luck! Shouting it through the fucking hole.
Yep.
So the Druid Garden needs some tending too, but they're doing alright for what it is.
Alright. I have to spend time later in there to tend to it. But for now, I'll just take two of my reeds.
Very nice.
Those.
They're fresh little reeds. They feel very crisp and small as the palm of your hand.
Hop out of my bag. And tell Snick about the library in my bag. Oh, Snick.
He's dead.
Yes.
Found a wonderful thing in my life. Bag. I don't think I'll use it. But there's a library in there.
There's a library in your bag?
Uh-huh.
Since when?
Since nobody reads the fucking description of things.
Hey, Snake.
I read it, I just forgot it.
Hey, Snake, if you believe that, I got a automaton in my pocket.
Tec-
Huh.
Technically, you
Reach
do.
in.
Te-
Reach in, little to the left.
I mean, technically, you do, don't you? Don't you have the mechanical fish?
I
Oh,
do.
look.
I have a mechanical fish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say there's an automaton in someone's pocket. I don't remember which one.
I also have a full human being in my backpack.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Folded up human being.
Yeah, when you pull that thing out, it's just gonna be goo.
That's.
Speaking of which, I have plans.
Of course you do.
So, we took a short rest, right?
Yep.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Long.
Rest? Okay, so in the morning, I'm going to make my little robot, my steel defender, look like a human skeleton.
No. Ew.
And then I'm gonna put the human skin over his body.
I'm gonna side eye this.
Okay. Roll me
You
those.
won't be doing much more than side-eyeing. You didn't
Let
even
me-
have a horse first.
Let me get those leatherworking checks.
To put that.
Yeah, because you gotta
But
sew the
the,
skin
smaller-
together. Yeah, you gotta sew the skin together if you're gonna wrap it around him to stay on.
It's like a glove.
Yeah, you gotta, he's not going to be as big as if it's a female, right? So, he's a
I've
mechanical
watched
thing.
the
You're gonna
movie
have to.
Face Off like 100 times.
He was like, I got this. Hey, you gotta give me some leatherworking checks to stitch him together. Give him,
Alright.
give him the fester gut treatment.
The other one was dexterity,
Yep.
strength,
Strength or dex,
Altogether?
whichever.
intelligence.
Strength or dex, whichever you prefer.
Use my intelligence.
No. So you're
I
fine.
have advantage 24.
You're fine. So you stitch them together. It's nice work for human skin. It smells awful. But because nobody decided to gentle repose the body, but it smells awful.
It's been one night.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been around a dead body that's been room temperature for a day, but okay, so we have some questions after stream about why you have. FBI, we got him. No, but it doesn't smell too pleasant, but it's all right. It's got the human body around it. Your steel defender now has booba, because it was a female. So it was a female's body you took. So unless you cut those off.
Oh no, they're there.
Okay, okay. So the steel defender has booba now, and long brown hair.
So can I just like what was it, like taxidermy?
Yeah, you kind of taxidermied, yeah, kind of.
I'd like to see how you're gonna mount this bitch.
Yeah. We put that shit on own. Put it on only druids or some shit.
It still has the backpack where I'm, the backpack / saddle.
Yep. Chicken, you see this.
Except now it has a hole cut in the saddle.
True. Chicken, you see him do this to this steel defender. How do you feel about that?
Dead thing walking around with non-living thing. I don't know. Druid.
I'm bringing it to life.
Are you though?
Or it's the same as a. What do you mean? It's the same as a mechanical before. It's just leather on top of my steel defender.
Oh, things in nature use like
Just the
Other
leather will
things.
take your person.
Well,
as
human
cover.
skin is not leather.
Why? You
Well,
can make
we are
leather.
animals. Just saying.
I could make boots out of your skin,
You
but
can?
you couldn't make boots out of my skin.
Why not?
Right?
But in theory,
Yes.
Back home, I got a pair of snakeskin boots. So,
Ooh. Right next to his gator crocs.
My still friend has a full body leather armor now.
Congratulations, Fester Gut. Yeah, I mean you do, but that's how you want to do it? You want him to look like that? Want to make
Yeah.
that canon?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
All right. I'll help you enjoy that choice. All right.
change the token.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm
where's it
gonna
at?
need
I'll
you to
make-
provide me a new token, please.
Yep.
Thank you.
Working on it.
That's why I wanted to make sure that's what you wanted. If that's, you might have been joking, but I wanted to make sure
I'm
that's what
gonna
you want to
need
do.
Update the AC too.
But look, it's still half okay.
It's only wearing leather. You said it.
It's full blade on the outside.
You said it.
Oh, isn't that great? Because now through all the skin, it's got all the spikes on it. So there's like holes ripping through the skin of where the spikes are too.
That
Because you
is
put
so
the spikes
badass.
on it. Man, you guys are gonna get fucking fought everywhere you go now with this thing. Nobody's gonna talk to you.
maybe I'll use it to catch bugs.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if you wanted to raise the dead, I mean, did that.
The only thing you're gonna be
Red
catching
Bull
is hands from every fucking body you talk to with that thing.
We
You
could get a whole undead army if you want.
could. Hideka knows a guy.
Druid doesn't like undead things.
If the druid's not careful, the druid's gonna end up on the other side of the steel defender. It's like the little, like you know how in Diablo 4 they have the little charms you can hang off the side. He's gonna cast permanency shrink on you and put you as like a little charm on his fucking steel defender, like a
So is
yard
Fluffy
gnome.
transgender now?
I'll be so cute, but like, I'll hate it.
I do not. It's steel defender is steel.
Did
The
you just make Fluffy transgender?
Oh no.
I don't think he had a gender to begin with.
It didn't. It was a steel
Fluffy was
defender.
dude.
It's still pansexual.
Oh my god. You stay away from my kitchen. Alright, so now that you've done that, that's taken about 4 hours of your time to do that. Because you had to get you had to really sometimes rip the human skin and push it down over the punctures so that the spikes comes through. That's why it required some dexterous work. And to
Well, while
sometimes
he's doing
slicing
that-
that. Mm-hmm.
I want to take this entire
Apple tree?
apple pear tree,
Yep.
and shove it in her bag.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand.
I'm not trying to hide it.
I mean, what do you want me to say? Roll me apple picking. You can pick all the apples. You can roll a d20 to see how many apple pears you get. I just figured I'd have you roll sleight of hand. You have 14 apple pears. They're not as good as pocket potatoes, but they are apple pears.
When this tree grows up inside your bag, and you
What?
taste this apple, you're gonna think.
I already have one.
You already have what?
A apple pear tree.
She has one starting in there.
This one's already. This is a whole tree.
I had a
Sure.
whole tree.
Yeah. Yeah, we pulled one out.
Yeah,
Pulled one
she
out.
did. She's got a small tree in there.
While you guys were inside the house.
Yep. She went and fucking pulled off of a branch and horticultured her way into planting it.
Yeah.
My God.
I now have food.
That's how-
When does the theft end? First it starts with gold. Now we're stealing whole fucking trees.
Well, I mean, the owner isn't here anymore.
Next, you know, we're gonna steal a house and put it in there because hers isn't good enough.
Can we fit that house in here? That's a nice little house.
I'm
Well,
walking
we
away.
don't want. We don't want to leave anything that our enemies. And this farm.
Better take all the
Resource.
pumpkins.
Burn it.
This,
Burn it.
yeah, this farm could be a resource for them. So
True.
I
Good.
need to burn it all.
Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna need you to change your alignment to chaotic now, all of you. You
I
are
am
now
already
chaotic.
Chaotic.
If you are not already chaotic, you are now chaotic. These are very chaotic activities.
Oh wait. No, it seems wasteful.
This isn't chaotic. This is
Maybe
warfare.
No, I'm
Maybe
talking about the druid going, burn it, burn it. Man, that's a little chaotic for you.
I had too much of my leafy green.
The spirit's high.
Inhale too much plants.
Yeah?
My garden.
Yeah, so are we not making chaotic decisions? Are we shifting back to what we were and not shouting burn it, druid? God. Fucking grand theft tree in this bitch. This went from killing this game has gone from killing gods to stealing everything on the ground to probably gonna get an airboat and fly through skies as piloted by Max. What have I allowed? Creativity, that's what I've allowed. Okay, so when he gets back, we will move to the next map and you guys can start your encounter. I say encounter, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff that could happen there, and start your encounter and conversation, combat, whatever happens with the metallic folk.
I still have to get some bark from the magic tree.
No, you don't. You just have
Why
bark.
not?
You can have 4.
It's just normal bark.
Yeah, it's just normal bark.
Never mind.
You realize the tree is plagued. It's not a good time. It's actually so the tree has also been plagued because of the druid. That's like one of the sources of his power was the tree. The hand was around it to keep it kind of covered so that people couldn't see the kind of rot that was befouling that beautiful tree. Yep.
Wanna burn it.
When you yeah, that is druid appropriate burning.
All right, I'm gonna cast delayed fireball inside your bag.
My bag. I didn't go in yet.
Casting delayed fireball in 3 turns.
What up? Where'd you go?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Guys, we have to burn this tree. It's
Yeah,
blighted.
you
I
guys,
don't want it to
you guys
spread.
gotta burn the blighted tree, otherwise it'll grow.
Well, that's not really my problem.
True, it's not. The druid, the carer of the plants, the what was your mission again, druid?
To find cool plants.
Right, and you care all about the nature and the life cycle of the world. Wouldn't you say it's very druid of you to put this tree out of its memory as it's been plagued and infected with unnatural vices?
Blah 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 blah.
So, I'm hearing burn the tree from the druid.
Yes.
Alright, so, who's gonna help him burn the tree?
Max tosses a torch into the back.
Okay.
Not on my bed.
Okay, for the record, the tree's down here. It's not the druid bag. The tree is his big hand down
It's the
here.
druid's box.
I mean, if you could deception Max into believing it's the druid's bag. I'm gonna go get water, because I can already see I'm gonna be talking a lot.
Bag isn't open for you to grow. I mean, Eladin. Have these nifty reeds that could be worked into armor that gives you. That increases it by 1 AC.
Why would I want that? Well, fucking plants. Unless I'm eating.
Tailoring?
Oh yeah, that's for the money though.
Get more money if you live longer.
Oh, I mean, I can't be killed. Unlike these gods that were just killing like the I can't be killed.
Rather have help than doing it all by yourself.
As for my subjects, is their dying loyalty? I need their help.
Okay, bye.
Fucking weirdo, dude. Okay, next time they try to come near me, just like 10 feet, man. Just give me some room.
What are we talking about?
Trying to convince Eladin to work the reeds into armor.
I can do it to other people's armor. I'm just not gonna wear it.
I could add it to my Steel Defender.
Oh my god.
But you need tailoring. Do you have tailoring?
I have everything.
Yeah, he's like that guy on WoW who has alts for everything.
Yep.
Well, if we put armor? Can we put armor on the steel defender?
It's got skin on it and full plate already.
Yeah, and it's just I can weave
Yeah.
I can weave that stuff into the steel defender.
So remind
yeah.
me what that does.
That it gets +1 AC.
That's what I. Yeah. You can. But it has to be consumed. Or is it. Is it consumed buff, right? So it's.
No. It says that can be worked into armor to make it easier to move.
Yeah.
Requires DC 15 craft.
Yep. You can either consume it as a buff because it's like edible, or you can work it into armor to get a permanent like +1.
Costs 250 GP.
Costs 250 gold to do it?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, who am I giving the 250 gold? I already have the items we need.
Right, so it has 250 gold if you wanted to have someone else craft it. That's why that was there.
Well, we have stuff here to do it. Hand over the 2 wreaths. Make it look less, scary.
No.
I'm working on something.
Alright, when you mortals are done, just let me know. I'm ready to go kill another god.
Christ. These are kind of small reeds. There. They might work, they might not work. They're not fully grown, so we'll see.
What?
Kinda, yeah. These are not full-grown weeds. These are baby reeds that she picked,
Got 2.
and she got 2 of them.
Okay, so it went from 14 from the description to 24.
Now it's 29.
No. So in the description is a full-grown reed, right? And she has accelerated growth in her. That's what I'm saying. I was like, the DC's not 25, but it is higher than 14 now because they're baby. It's not a full. They're not full adult reeds, both of them.
Okay, then we'll let it grow.
Yeah. You guys got like in-game time, like 4 more days before it's viable. Your druid your druid garden has accelerated growth in there, so that you guys can harvest those things. Like you've got like an abundant fucking bushel of those meat. The meat the thing that you could use to dry meat with and jerky it with. You got like a whole bushel of those. You know what I'm talking about? I can't remember its name. Yeah, you've got like a whole bushel of lake leaf growing that you could just pick and start fucking rubbing it against like bacon. So you guys ready to go venture across?
Do we have a game plan for these?
I need to update.
Saw some scary guys. You gonna fight them?
Oh, well, I was waiting on y'all. Searching the internet.
Wait. Wow, I'm getting distracted. Tree needs to burn. Did I burn the tree?
I don't know, did you burn the tree? Set it on fire?
Set it on fire.
Good job.
Yay.
The tree is on fire, and the leaves are smoking. And the
He
tree is
heats up
burning.
the tip of his spear with heat metal till it's red hot, then jabs it into the tree and watches it burn.
Ah, yes, the one use for heat metal.
Inside out.
The one use of heat metal that she's found.
Save my spells.
Yeah, it's about to go down. I mean, what? Yeah, what? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
Gather a bunch of like dried grass and sticks. Put it in.
Nice.
Do a little fire dance.
Woo! Fire dance complete.
I collect the charcoal from this magic charcoal. I mean, the fish in the lake are dead.
I mean, they're okay. Fish are dead. They look okay, but they're dead.
My new Steel Defender.
Alright.
Make the picture big.
Why is it a square?
Your steel defender does not look like that.
Yes, it does.
Your steel defender is far too grotesque to
No,
look
it's
that
not.
pretty.
I rolled a 28.
Yeah, that's a lot of paint, you know?
That's a lot of paint. Your steel defender does not look that pretty.
It's my skills. Rolled to 28 in my leatherworking.
What was its HP then? You can I can get, you have access to it, right? So you can,
Yeah,
yeah, you have access to it, so you can edit its HP and shit. Okay. Alright, everyone line up in a party and group. It'd be really interesting to see how you ride this thing now. He's not large anymore, right? He's medium. Yeah. Whee! It's crazy, look, you guys moved over. Now, where do you guys want to park yourself?
I was thinking Buffy was gonna look like.
Is it in Discord? I hope it is. I was thinking something like that too. Like with the stitching and stuff, yeah.
If I would have rolled shittier in my leatherworking, yes.
I mean, what game?
I don't care what you do. Okay, I mean, I guess it's D&D, so whatever. But it's skin. Taxidermy.
I mean, what gives you advantage, by the way?
Oh,
Being an
Yeah.
artificer.
yeah.
How does being an artificer give you advantage on that roll?
Yeah, retro for the job, and I also have I could even add it. Actually, I could even add it 4 to my Flash of the Genius.
Yeah, but I want to know what gave you advantage.
Yeah. What was it? Actually create our. Flash of Genius, doesn't it? Come up when you.
So what I'm hearing is it wasn't a 28.
I can add.
I'm hearing it was a
It's
15.
Could have been added. It could have been 19.
But it's a lot different than a 28.
One sec. Tool expertise. This.
I think it's the all-purpose tool that needs you, that gives you advantage.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be higher too. I gotta add +3. So I'm supposed to have tool expertise.
That makes it a
So it should have been.
22.
Yeah. +4 my end, and then plus tool expertise doubles my proficiency. So I would roll 22.
I'll allow it because I don't really care. But I was just like, where does he get advantage from on his leather, like on crafting like that? Those kind of rolls. I was curious. I don't care what it looks like. Could look like a fucking puppy. But if that's what you want it to look like, everyone who's curious, here's what it looks like. There you go. Wow, so pretty. Does it have a name now?
I vote that that it needs to change it to a circle.
I also don't like the square, but here we are.
I hate squares.
So, does it have a name now? Is it just Steel
Fancy.
Defender, or what is it?
Mrs. Fluffy.
Miss is Fluffy. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna call it fancy.
Fancy.
Yeah. Her.
Oh my God.
Here's your one chance, fancy. Don't let me down.
Oh Jesus Christ. All right. So,
All right, we change maps. I'm in a tree.
yeah, you. I put you guys in a tree because it's like your favorite thing to be when you change maps in trees.
Her
Resident rogue. Her resident
Our
rogue
resident pirate hangs out.
in trees. Alright, you guys space yourself how you want. You guys have seen the threat. You've noticed that some of them have moved around. Some more have arrived. Okay, what are you guys doing? Okay, what are you doing with your tinkerer's tools?
I'm just
Oh, you're
making sure.
testing that you put the, like, expertise and shit in? Yeah.
Yeah. I think it rolled it. It didn't add it though.
No, it says +3. It's got a +7 there. You rolled a 1d4 on your guidance, and then it has +3.
Should have been. This is plus -1.
Why would
Plus
it...
-1.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Look at the roll. Just
Yeah,
rolled a
because you
15.
used
Plus-
strength.
-1. Oh, sorry. And then 0 and +3. So it should have been +3 for my proficiency, and then plus another +3 for.
Which is in the +7, because it's with the guidance and your tool expertise. So, it's 15 -1 +3. And then on top of that, you have guidance, which is 1d4, and then you have your expertise, which is another +3. So 17 +7 is correct. Alright, so what's going on down here? I see you've... What is everyone doing? Are we perceiving? Are we attacking? Are we making plans? You guys are far enough out that, you know.
And the mini snake.
What? Oh,
Homunculus.
I'm gonna fly.
His little snake is currently.
I'm a print. So
That's
these guys
something
seem
there.
aggressive. Yeah, they seem aggressive at all? Like, kind of seems like a little town.
You could assume that it's a town.
Glowing red.
That is correct. They do have red glowing nameplates.
Ah. Is
I'm hiding. I'm trying to observe.
That's a good plan. Observation is real nice. You can see with your observation skills that there are some, like, human, like, folk in there in the town, but you also see the mechanical creatures that are similar to what the Deva described. What are you guys gonna do?
Nap one person and interrogate them.
Don't come out one by one.
how do we know they're all evil? So we could Is there
Wow.
any sign of like struggle or anything like that, like blood or fighting?
No.
So I guess what I'm looking for is I'm trying to see if they're the actual residents or they're like an invading party.
It doesn't look like there is a struggle by these folks.
Okay. Well, my suggestion is probably wait till it's nighttime. They're gonna go to bed, and then they'll just light up the buildings on fire.
Sounds like an excellent plan.
Lighting innocent people on fire.
Not my problem.
Well,
I'm gonna look over
we
at
do.
Zoop. Like, alright, Zoop. They're on their own. They're hiding in the trees again. So, what is- try not to die.
I thought you were having the conversation with us.
No, he's
Ow.
down here on the other side of the
Oh,
road.
Oh, so you moved away, like right? Okay, you just like walked off.
33 minutes ago in real life time.
Alright, so. You gonna send Zoop in?
The
You wanna try to like use
bad
drop on
people
them?
are worth their own. I'm just gonna kind of watch what I could see, like
Yeah.
underneath the trees.
Yeah. As time passes, you notice that kind of go inside and go through some doors and you can't see them anymore. Oh. I put them in the jam layer. You notice some of the, like, mechanical ones go inside places. You notice, as it gets closer to... How long are you guys watching them for?
Probably
I'm
almost already dark.
Yeah,
From
you
the
see
time
that...
they spent fucking picking flowers and circle jerking.
Yep, you notice that, that you hear some sort of... give me a perception check from everyone. Nice.
Also want to know what the fox has.
Fuck.
13.
Yeah. So you actually hear it. You
Yeah.
hear,
Zoop knows too.
does he? Oh shit, Zoop does know. You and Zoop both hear the sounds of, like, some chanting. Or, like, sort of wizard-like words. And, you see another one of these up here. Give me a knowledge arcana, maybe? For
Yes.
what they're doing?
Knowledge.
Nice. With that knowledge arcana, you for sure know that this is kind of like a portal that they're like managing to, for lack of a better term, import these creatures in from. Creatures, beings, things, whatever you want to call them. The rest of you people hear like a loud grinding noise as another mechanical structure that's very visible to you guys, like kind of appears. That's what you three hear and see.
What the fuck? Multiplying.
Out this. Yeah, well, if you get the flux capacitor and you're going 80, send them through. And I'll be like, what did you just say? You've been watching too much TV, Zoop. It's right in the brain.
So we gotta get the soup to move at 80 miles an hour.
80 meters for a second.
Probably doable. Heard of the D&D railgun, right?
You've heard of the D&D railgun. Well, let me introduce you to...
Line up, and we pass the Zoop from one person to the next.
You get a bunch of
one.
magnets.
We don't need magnets, so like, round is 6 seconds. So if we
Yeah.
line up and we pass Zoop, I pass it to the person in front of me, and they pass. 6 squares, seconds. So if we
I heard about this. That's a good one.
Assembly line of Zoop. Alright, so it's dark at this moment. It seems like all of the mortal folk that you saw earlier disappeared. Or have gone into like their little houses or whatever for the evening. You hear the creaking of this automaton as it walks through the forest. The evident shake. These large things move through like their patrol.
Oh shit.
You can see the Colossus kind of just take post up at the center, at the ends of the two cities.
Take out that portal.
Up. Fuck.
yes, what are you riding in the sky?
Jesus Christ.
John.
But I hate to just run in there and attack them. I do kind of want to find out if we're able to talk to them first.
You can if you want. You can try.
So, that's what I'm saying to the others. What's you guys' thoughts?
I summon a wild companion.
What are you gonna do with your wild companion?
If I expend my wild shape to cast a spell, I could make it a fae instead of a beast, and then maybe it could speak to the people.
What did you want to do?
Summon a wild companion to
Right.
talk to the people.
Okay. How would you? So what sort of animal would you use to? It's a fae instead of a beast. So, what kind of fae would you be interested in trying to use? Perhaps a Tina fae? No, I'm just kidding.
From what have we seen so far? The people are just human.
And you can see like they're sort of mechanical automatons. If you had to compare, the robots look somewhere between Zoop and the the mechanical workings of Sneck's little bot. So, but you did know that there were mortals. You don't know if they were humans, but they looked human-like.
Probably choose something human. Oh.
Okay. Gonna summon a pixie, a fairy. What kind of fae? We're trying to find a fae for the druid to summon to talk to these people. That looks kind of human-like, and I can't really think of a fae that would fit that description. Outside of like maybe a pixie.
There's a humanoid.
Yeah. Right, but she has to summon... It has to be in the same list of, like, Find Familiar, though. Because it's the same as Find Familiar, but for Druid. That's the issue that I'm having. Let me see what Find Familiar lets you summon.
peace blossom.
You're literally looking at the same thing I am.
Yeah.
You could use, yeah, those work.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah. You get like a Baldurian. The thing looks like an aardvark, a chomchag. It's a one-eyed owl.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool too.
A
I'm listening to
Korich
this-
looks like a goat. A Cryogad looks like a fucking leopard, not leopard, a fucking cricket with a top hat. You do a flying fish. Get a bejeweled beetle. You get a Jimmy Jew, which is like a plant. A Kerbis.
The Mario carnivore plant.
You get a Colavan, which is like a, I don't even know what you'd call that.
It's like a puppy and a bat.
It's like a fox, yeah, it's a fox puppy and a bat. You can get a Loosh, which is like a like a big fluffy tail, but on like a beaver. Milal, did you link her the
Yeah, I did. I sent her.
a Milagma?
Yeah, take all your DMs or chicken.
Yeah, I have it open.
Oh,
So,
a Nather. A Nather is like Snake, but if he was pretty.
Yep. Flower.
A flower snake. Yo, can we replace Snake with a Nather?
that's awesome.
I'll let you use herbalist skills to turn him into one of those. Give Snake a flower necklace.
Or, you know that Rush was song?
Rahan Swanson?
Yeah, that could be her beard. Her beard just like walks off.
That reminded me of a sweeper from Power World.
Ice boys.
Yep. These are pretty great.
No, I think the plant snake.
Not here.
You sure you don't want a pygmy boar? They're so cute.
I know.
What about a pink elephant? Damn, that Kerbis has a high int.
A high intelligence
Yeah, you
thing, so it can.
Yeah, for sure. Do you want to go with flower snack? Want to give a Nather?
Something with high intelligence.
Yeah, it has a 12. When in the care of the Eladrin, the Nather slowly lost their poison and they were taught the ways of the elves and slowly grew. In mind and reasoning, their growth awakened latent psionic abilities within the Nather, who can now use the ability to conjure horrible memories within the minds of those subject to their bites. Friend... Oh my. Oh, jeez. Bite. It has blind sight and passive perception of +10. You ready to hear what it does? +5 to hit. it does 1 piercing damage, and then he must make like a DC 15 int saving throw or take like 3d4 psychic damage. It's like,
Oh, for biting?
no, if it bites you, you're like, ow, and you take 1 damage, and then it's like, psychic damage! As it makes you relive your 5th grade nightmares.
Wow, badass. I want the neck. Little flower neck. Wait it.
Alright. So you conjure up some things, you pull some leaves from the tree next to you, you look at Sneck and you go, aha! And out from those like leaves in your hand, a small Sneck curls around and the leaves form together, and the Sneck looks at you. It's like, huh? And it gives you like the biggest, like, anime eyes, like, no. And it's looking at you and waiting for you to tell it what's up.
I'm gonna send this baby into danger.
You summoned it, not me.
Instantly regrets it.
This tiny fey snake is ready to do your bidding.
Hi, little guy.
Hello.
You do us a little tiny favor and talk to these people in this town to see what they are up to.
Okay. What am I
See if they're
supposed to
good or
ask
bad
them?
people.
What am I supposed to ask them?
Let's think about that.
The snake sort of nods and it like curls around your arm and just hangs out there.
Aw.
It
I-
wiggles like the dancing sunflowers and in Plants vs. Zombies. It, like wiggles a little on your arm when you pet it like that.
My heart.
Alright, while you're thinking of what to say, what are you doing down there? Elodin?
Happen?
Yeah?
I see them doing things, and waiting for them to do so.
Alright. I need 4 D100s, please. There's technically 1, 2, 3, 4. There's technically 4 of you, but there should be 5 D100s because Zoop is here as a character. So, 5. Everyone roll 1 D100 is what I'm saying. Hello, and roll another one for Zoop.
Oh, and what they
Box.
say?
Okay. Very good. Good. You notice that, the Colossus moves forward through the things as 2 of them kind of move together. You notice that this tree has been knocked over just because, like, he's walked through it, and part of his house has been crushed by the Colossus. Do any of you speak beep boop? Either giant, or we could use common because they speak both.
Common.
Well, you can hear them because you're cool. You guys can hear them.
It's giant.
Yeah. So you hear these two, oh god, what did I call them? These two titans, if you will. Talking and giving commands to the Colossus. Some of it you can understand, some of it you can't, because it's not fully like a language that you hear like Metal Gear grindings as like some of the descriptors of words. It's like they can't, like they haven't been taught how to say that word. Like some of the sentences are missing. Like their creator didn't teach them the full language. But you can make out that they are discussing they call it the gate, the arrival gate. And you hear one of them mention that now is the time pretty much to bring more in, for it's the metallic era. I know what that means off the top of your head, unless maybe you want to do a history check or any sort of knowledges to see if you guys can try and figure out anything.
Alright, I think I know.
You have not heard of the metallic era, but you have heard of similar things, where in other planes of existence there have been invasions of metallic or mechanical like creatures during times of power struggles.
Whatever that means.
So that's what you can figure out, is that you know that these invasions have been happening other places over the years, and generally it happens during power struggles. The rest of you guys have just heard him say something about the gate, bring more, and it is now time for the metallic era. Alright, so what do you guys want to do now? It's about midnight at this point. The Colossus has moved back to the gate, and these have moved in a more protecting stance. You notice that some of the smaller spots have been placed around now as they come to their posts for the midnight shift. Alright. What are you guys gonna do now?
I'm just waiting to see what they're doing. No.
Alright, Druid. Have you decided what you're gonna have your little cute little snack do?
Ask the big snack.
Okay.
Neck. Our little guy to ask.
I don't know. I'm almost at the point now we should probably go talk to them.
Oh,
Yeah. Or me, at least. Or maybe I can send. Ooh, wait a sec. I don't think my silly friend can talk, right? Oh, understands the language you speak. Doesn't talk. Wait. Omnicless stocks. Nope. We know what that droid's name was? The one that we killed?
Nope.
Dash does not remember.
Asked him. Fuck.
Send the little guy in.
Yeah, we'll see what they do to it at least. If they
Yeah.
attack it, then we know they're aggressive.
Question to ask. Get it to sneak around and listen in on conversation. I think.
Yeah. It's like a similar hot necklace too. Yeah.
Okay, so
So I'm getting my hot necklace to kind of fly up
alright.
above the town
Okay.
to see what I can see.
Does it have a stealth roll? Can I give it any stealth features? Okay. 16, not bad. Let's see what their passive is. How high up are you?
Oh, we'll go like 80 feet.
Okay. Well, got some bad news for you. As it gets closer and it flies over the guards, and you think it's good, and everything's all right. You watch the Colossus sort of start scanning the area, and your homunculus tries to like panic hide, but as the Colossus like locks onto it, you watch it lift one of its arms, and the cover unfolds from it, and like a small pulse of light, plasma-like light, hits your homunculus and evaporates it into flesh and guts that rain down onto the ground.
The roll to attack.
Yeah. Well, I will roll it to attack, but that's how, it's got true sight, so it can see it. So it's gonna try and attack it, right?
Yeah. And they can shoot 80 feet.
They have true sight up to 150 feet, and they can reach up to 300.
It's a artillery piece.
It has multiple pieces. Okay, it's a 26.
Oh, that completely misses.
You feel better, it's only 12 force damage.
Oh, I might survive that, one sec.
It's...
Intelligence. It's 1, 4. Level are we?
7.
Oh, it's 1 point over.
It has a really high to hit, but it doesn't do a lot of damage, which is kind of funny.
Oh.
Did you guys ever play Subnautica? You know, when the cannon arm when you're on the island turns around and eviscerates the sunbeam, that's what just happened to your homunculus.
I think they're friendly.
Oh, look over at Zook. Like, oh shit, Zook, you see that? Fucking Snick just got swatted. I thought you had a Fey thing. That thing just like... I'm on that and it just didn't do anything?
Wait, does our group know about the portal?
Yeah, you guys heard him talking about what they call it, a gate.
And the little snake to find out what.
Alright. Where would you like Snick to start?
There you guys.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but you go anywhere in the city, it's gonna know.
What?
Yeah,
Behind the buildings?
that's how it works. So, how that site works is it doesn't have to have vision, it can just feel your location, like... How do I explain blind sense? It's, even if you can't see, you know where it is. It's like, they have blind sense and true sight. True sight allows them to see... Yeah.
Sending it to
It's,
slaughter.
it can... It can see in normal, magical darkness, invisible creatures. It can automatically detect illusions and succeed on saving throws against them. It can perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature that is changed form by any magic, and it can also see into the ethereal plane. And blind sense means it doesn't have to be able to see, it just kind of knows the environment around it and can tell when it changes. These are like sentries, you know?
Oh, I'm gonna take out the orb. The god orb.
Hey.
Does it point anywhere?
Yeah, it points, no, east. Very bright red.
Like directly, like
In
east?
that area, yes, where you are east. Directly east of you.
Ah. Alrighty then. God. Over here. Bunch of friends. Well, my best guess is probably sending Sukam in there. Hopefully he can blend in.
What?
No.
I want to send Zoop in to see if he can blend in. You get a text message from Tadeka in your head. And she goes, that's crazy, they're here too?
What do you mean they're here? These are the ones we were tracking for this, like, 2 days.
And, she shares an image with you of this. Here, hold on. Let me find a good image for you really quick. They're not just called automatons. What are they called? I'm trying to find the right image for it.
What do you want?
They called mechanical? Like, what would you call your steel defender when it's made with, like, cogs and shit? Would you say it's mechanical, or?
Clockwork?
Clockwork, that's what it is, thank you.
Some of these things are clockwork?
Some of them are, yes.
Clockwork god?
I mean, it's quite interesting what this god does.
Okay.
She sends you an image of a large army of clockwork soldiers that are similar to the ones like these and these. You do not see any of these in her image that she shares with you. And she says, that's interesting that they're there as well with you.
Yeah, interesting. Why?
And she goes, well, we've never seen them before. In our plane. So these are new to us. I feel like a feeling of unsuredness from her.
Are these like of like they like aren't like
She goes, no,
one
this
of
is
your
not.
gods?
She goes, this is not one of our gods. She goes, this is not one of our daddy's issues, as you so put it.
So why do we care?
She goes, because I think they do not care for, anyone. They seem to be here with intent to remove life from this
So
planet.
they're Necrons.
I mean, yeah, I guess
That's
you could
what it's
refer
called.
to him as that, yeah.
If they got a warp gang, they're just warping in Necrons. That's what you're
I
telling
mean, they're not warping in, but like, yeah.
a Necron vehicle showing up.
No, I don't use vehicles. But no, they're definitely clockwork military. And they're definitely here from another plane. That's for sure.
I'm not from here, so I don't really care if they kill everybody.
Valid?
They seem pretty tough. Afraid for my mortal friends' lives. They are warping people in. How to stop that?
She shakes her head. Yeah.
That I will come up around. God.
Oh shit! Where'd you come from?
We slept last night. I woke up and
What?
yeah, like I don't know what was going on. That druid head, but me, Zoop, and the fox, like fucking like Necron, like fucking warp clockwork soldiers coming.
Fuck. Sir.
Fox just like what?
The fox can do that?
Yeah. They woke up and they were able to do it. But I talked to Tatega, and this isn't why it's our issue.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're probably gonna try to kill, but Yeah, as long as we get back to where we're from, who cares?
All right, sounds good to me.
I'm not, I'm afraid for your guys' lives. I don't want to sacrifice you for no reason.
But sacrifice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, the orb does point as a god over there. Are we not supposed to kill all of them?
We were only tasked to kill the gods that came coming, or the
Anticipation.
the ejaculation.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, you had somebody had a pamphlet. Oh, never mind.
Is that where they show up while their dicks just hang out?
Jesus
That was.
fucking
I remember who had the
Christ.
pamphlet. It
Jesus
was
Christ.
what's his name that got dragged down with the yeah the ejaculation. That's the only gods we have to kill.
So we're looking for gods with their dicks out. But what about the last droid? He didn't
Well,
have his
they
dick
all
out.
came out with their dicks out, but they probably got clothes
Oh
on now.
god.
Oh,
Wait,
They all came
Tadika has a
naked.
dick?
Oh, checkmate!
Spoilers. Oh, of course, I'm a man, of course.
okay. So then we
I
just
mean, I don't know. Crawl up the tree and ask Max what he thinks.
dick wet.
Yeah. Well, these guys probably have a pretty cool ship.
Yeah, Necrons have pretty cool ships.
Yeah, they do.
It'd be kind of cool if I could take one of those bodies, though. I can maybe turn my Steel Defender into one of those.
That sounds great. Let us get clear, and then
Do you want DM suggestion for what you just said?
the running or the snatching
The snatching.
or the eject.
I can't help you with that one.
Said a lot of things here.
I was talking about
Turning my Steel Defender into one of those.
yeah. If you
Cool.
can, let me see which one's reasonable. Let me see.
Oh, and Zook can fly.
What?
Yeah. He held his palms out and they kind of opened, like these beams of light came shooting out, and he just fucking around in circles and crazy. Feet too, hands and feet.
Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So we're gonna dip out Max?
I'm not staying here.
So,
I mean,
why do you want to get away from these guys so much?
agreed to the plan.
Yeah. But you're kind of filling me up with bullshit. So I'm wondering what's the reason?
I haven't been filling you up at all yet. Need to kill these people. Problem. We're trying to kill Daddy's problems. Back to my daddy. Get him.
Daddies?
And go. I'm destined to be a god in the astral plane. Not done with these guys. Right, Max?
I'm gonna take the orb out and see if it points. No, I wouldn't notice it would have ever pointed at you. So
Oh.
never mind.
If you can defeat one of these Warforged Colossuses, I will let you modify your Steel Defender.
Does that mean I can also modify my zoom cam?
No, because that's a player.
What? What is it? Is it a player?
Technically, yes.
Can he modify himself?
Technically, schmecknically.
If you
I mean,
defeat the Colossus, you can make something similar to the Titan.
I mean, do you have any reason to stay?
Yeah, I do now.
What do you mean now? What changed in the past 36 seconds?
Well, you see. Imagine if my Steel Defender was one of those.
I want to learn clockwork. I could teach you clockwork. But there's safer ways to do it.
And I would let you put that spell jar. Instead of having the laser, you could have that spell jar in his arm.
No.
Have I seen these creatures before? Usually the robots.
You have seen something very similar to it, yes. You have dealt with them on the high seas of the plains. You haven't seen exactly these, but they're quite familiar.
Can she just teleport one out? Like we did with that orb?
I don't know. You guys can try it.
Can't you? I'm back with Daddy.
Well, I think we need everybody taken down.
But why though? Why would you risk your life for that? That's not. What about your person? Person's still alive.
You don't know anything about it.
What do you mean? Talk to this bitch every day in my head. I don't know what the fuck's going on with everybody here.
No, I mean out of the game. I don't think you do.
I heard you guys conversating. I don't know everything about it, but I remember her saying she's asking questions. I don't know who she is or what she like that. I'm pretty sure you guys were talking out loud.
Were we? I don't know if you were or not. The gym
Max
decide.
does not
Damn.
remember.
What?
when he was talking to Dago when we're back at Dago's crib, talking to him and saying like live or something like that.
Yeah,
And he
was that
like, was that like in his head, or did we hear say she's alive and then he like changed his tune and
I was in his
off
head.
the board? I call horse shit. I've been working with this information for months.
no, you don't. Months.
Oh yeah, it's been months.
Yeah, I mean, technically,
Outside of
in game it's been about 2 weeks, but yeah. Crazy 2 weeks.
okay, well then I will say, what about what Tadega promised you? Whatever she offered you was worth.
You don't think we can take one of these?
One, certainly be a thing, but I think it's just gonna be one.
I think we can try to lure one out.
You sure could try.
Did you hear that?
What's that?
Did you hear that voice?
There's a whisper.
Sure can't-
There's a whisper on the wind. You sure could try. An ethereal-like voice appears from inside the tree.
So you tell me how you're gonna get one separated.
Do the same thing we did with the druid.
Think the other ones are gonna notice?
The other ones are definitely gonna notice.
They fucking slapped down Flappy Bird and stomped out fucking female you.
Oh,
Maybe.
that one's still here.
Maybe
Yeah,
Snake
the other
could send in his sexy robot to attract them and lure them away.
Hey, big boy.
Are you using them as in like the proper pronoun, or are
Oh
you using
my
them as
God.
in multiple of them? Because that's not what we want.
Jesus Christ.
But it's a valid question.
It is a valid question. That's why I said Jesus
It's
Christ.
a valid question in 2024.
Yeah, that's why I said Jesus Christ, because it is very valid.
Maybe we can walk up to them and say we identify as on their side.
He identified his fucking guts.
Identify as Necron.
You don't think Soup Can can just walk in there?
Why you want me to sacrifice my automaton?
He looks like them.
See any gears on Zukan?
The smaller ones.
We could snatch a small one.
Look, it's coming closer. We can grab it.
Small one. We can snatch.
Or maybe we can crash into the small one.
You hear the sound of the portal kick back up. Hear like this high humming noise, like and then like you hear like the sound of ripping paper, like as like
The shredding machine.
no, because that sounds like that. I had to press my shredder, but it's like as it like you see like this sort of green like lightning tear through the like air and like rip apart, and you see oops, you see more of these come in.
Use that distraction. Nobody knows what the fuck I'm doing. Max can run away. Assume this over here is just like
Yeah.
guy.
Which guy? This guy? Which one? There's like, I don't know which one you're taking.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I'll just yoink this one.
All right.
Attempt to yoink that one.
Give it to me.
Already did. The DC's 18, not 15.
Okay. DC 18.
Constitution. Hold on. Okay.
All right. Constitution. Let's get it. DC 18.
I'm sure it's got a high as shit constitution. But
It does. But it fails.
Oh shit.
Yoink.
Oh shit. Oh no, hold on. Where was it at?
It was here. Where do you want it?
Okay, so
'Kay.
90 feet.
There you go.
Oh fuck! Go!
Nobody was in. Nobody had an act.
Well, apparently, if I saw you kind of walking that way and then, like, started casting, I knew what you were about to do. So I could have got ready. But on, GM discretion.
Do it quick before.
You,
Well,
I will allow you because they're distracted with the summons coming in through the portal now. They're not coming in all at one time. There's like walking through a couple of them at the time. So this is going on. They're all distracted. So you guys, if you would like to have an initiative fight with just this guy.
Okay.
So, roll your initiative. God, he rolled a 4. Good. I'll roll the Fox initiative. Fox is gonna keep the 19 because it has advantage.
That's
Okay, is everyone on? And you, Max.
Help me, Obi Max Kenobi.
All right, everyone goes before it. Jesus Christ.
Just barely.
All right, Eloden, you start us off. You got him with the surprise. They're distracted with the portal summons coming in. You notice that these guys start moving in, and they start coming in to greet the new arrivals. It's been a couple hours you guys have been out there. Go ahead. Off the top with you.
Okay. Second here. We'll need that one's gonna work. Slow. With it.
I mean, you could slow other people if you want. Maybe the snack, the druid, Zoop. You want to slow Zoop?
No, I'm good. But each creature must see wisdom saving.
Okay. What is this
18.
considered?
Oh.
Yeah, no, is it like a, it's not class as a charm, right? No, for this
Charmed
transmutation. Yeah, okay. Wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. Whoop. Load.
Okay, it's slowed.
Very nice. I'm so glad you lowered its AC, because goddamn.
Speed have AC -2.
Yeah, I can't use reactions.
Turn. Action or bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, and the turn. Wait. Like a bonus action. Ash's turn.
Alright, Ash, what are you doing?
I'm gonna. I've been wanting to do. Oh, I pressed it. Where...
Turn the burner on.
Fire!
Really only 9 damage out of all of that heat metal? That's crazy. Alright.
Oh, it's a con save. Oh no.
Con save DC 14. Saved.
And my turn.
Alright. Zoop.
I don't. Well, if that heat metal. Oh wait, if it is a creature holding the object. No. So the Constitution is for them to drop the item.
Oh.
Yeah, if the creature is holding or wearing the object, takes damage from it, the creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
It barely made its health move.
Character sheet. Soup will. Giant. Midas.
Okay. Do I need to make him bigger? Yep.
If it doesn't drop the object, it has a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks
Mm-hmm.
until the start of your next turn.
Alright. Whoa, there's Zoom. So close for comfort.
There we go. And
Yeah.
we'll just go Great Weapon Master, because why not?
Fuck it.
Harsh attack.
Nope.
Jesus. Sack attack.
No.
Jesus. Action search. Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
You should just like level him up.
He's only one level behind.
The
Apparently he's level
27.
6 at some point.
The 27 will hit. The 21. Well, the 21 minus 5 will not.
21. So
Yeah.
it has.
Yeah, it has a much higher AC than 16.
Damage.
Nice.
That-
Does not
it a
apply.
construct?
It is. It is a construct.
And then. that's
So
his
it's gonna
turn.
take 12, 16.
28.
Hush. What are you doing?
Ah. Dude just takes his blood axe and just hand attacks 4 of them in a row. Like no combat maneuvers at all. Just chop down a tree.
He's
First
just like,
tree just comes
"Roar!"
bit, but the 4th one just finds its purchase and just sinks into its ankle a little bit to the top of its foot.
Nice. Okay. Can you make Zootcan one size larger? As I cast Enlarge. Yes.
Whoa.
Ah! Smash.
And EOT.
What are you doing, Fox?
Fox is gonna bless.
Yeah.
Dude. Oop, and Mac.
Yep.
Countdown clucker. And bonus action. Nothing. That's it. My turn.
Alright, Max. You feel the power of the fox. You are blessed.
Yay. Actually, I can go farther back because I can.
Yep. That'll hit. It is immune to poison.
Fortunate.
Cool.
Burn.
Very good. Alright. Well, seeing as how Zoop is the only thing in front of it, the Titan is going to give it
Someday.
it's going to first hit with its hammer fist, which is like a fist. It's gonna come out and just go BAM! And try and
Well,
punch
I
fucking
will remind the DM that the target is slow.
correct.
He's going to first hit with his hammer fist. He is
Well, it is a attack. It is he has an attack action and he has multiple attacks that he
even
can
if he
do.
has multiple attacks, he can only attack.
That's
Or the
fine.
spell.
He will use that one either way.
Okay. Well, die, Zoop. You've been buffed to shit. Uh, 15 doesn't hit.
That's good. That would have been bad if it did.
Not have been great at all.
You you don't see what would happen if he got hit by it.
I don't know, but Zoop needs one of those retractable those go-go gadget fists.
Zoop just gets fucking bonked in the fucking skull by the hammer fist. And, he seems to be able to take it right to the chin. But... Loden, it's your turn.
I am still concentrating. Oh, he gets to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of
Here. Before.
it, for the slow.
Gotcha. Oh, wisdom?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll just so faithful here. Oh, Godslayer.
Nice.
Oh, I don't have that. 7. DC 18 wisdom saving throw or take 10 damage.
Okay. Takes 19.
But he takes 10 damage.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Very nice, Ash.
Action.
He's gonna continue to take the heat metal because I think is that a chant? Yeah. And your bonus action is what?
Cause the damage again.
Okay. Oh no, you were just gonna use so you're gonna continue that spell. I just gave him the -9 because I figured you were gonna continue it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then edit.
All right. That does not hit. Zoop, what are you doing?
Zoop reaches up, grabs the wrist of this thing, and with one hand he's going to use his blood axe. Grabs the wrist and kind of pulls him over. Leverage, kind of pull him over to the side. He's going to take 2 attacks at the torso.
Okay. Nope. Yes.
Then you gotta add more damage, right? It's one size bigger. Alright, here, I'll link it.
I don't think he adds more dice. It's only from the feature of his night thing.
I mean, technically, I would have a extra. My weapon would be bigger, so technically, since I'm using a, would do an extra D. That's like an optional rule.
Oh wait, it's the wrong one.
I was like, what?
Hell, my guy has warding bond, and it's the first time I'm seeing it. Next, let them deal additional 1d.
Yeah, so roll another 1d4.
1.
Nice. Alright, Serpent, your turn.
And we need what? 4 to have advantage on this thing.
The fuck did you just say?
Have advantage?
Yeah.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the math really changes based on my size or our size.
Nope. Yep. Alliance is magical, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, you did.
Fox.
Fox. Godslayer.
Is it DC 18 or DC 14? Saves. Barely.
End of turn.
Max.
Pokey.
Alright. That'll do it. Yeah, it kind of crumbles. You see the clockwork mechanisms like kind of fray, and you see when Max cracks his whip into it, he grabs some of the internal wires in the chest that Zoop has like gaped open from breaking the cage. The whip like fringes at the end, wraps around them, and just yanks back. Max does with it, and it rips some of the internal wiring out, and you see it like power down and lean over.
I'll be like, Zoop, pick it up. Let's get the fuck out. Fix it up.
How much can Zoop carry?
Shit ton at this point.
Yeah. Might wanna, yeah.
Yeah, that robot probably weighs less than that Soup can.
Yeah. It's better get him out of there fast.
Because it would be doubled from one size up, and then it'd be doubled.
You better get him out of there fast, boy, cause
Yeah, we're running.
portal summon's over.
I pick up like some of the internals that fell out. Carry them.
Good plan.
I'll also pick up some internals and run along.
You can,
We'll all do that.
you all have like, if you have over a 10 perception, you can hear the Warforged starting to stomp and investigate now. Where one of them is
Cast
missing.
Pass Without Trace.
Casting whatever he said.
Alright, let's see. Let me put you guys. Is that all you guys in one map? Yeah, it is. Alright, let's take you to. A map. What map am I gonna take you? Oh, I know what map I could take you to.
As a runaway, like, you know what? I think we should.
Tadeka says, you probably could have. I don't really have a map for you guys to, like, run to, but I kinda do, but... Actually, I do. As you're running, you kind of end up here. Where's the... Yeah. Surprise. You guys end up in a house.
We just like ran away straight into a house.
No, you ran away and someone, brought you home.
It's a devil asking for a deal.
Max will be the first one to take it.
You are in a home with a powered down mechanical object. You see servants like walking around and stuff, but it doesn't seem like they're hostile to you.
They're mechanical?
They are.
Or human?
They are. They are indeed mechanical.
Fallout.
No, they look like the Dwemer from from ESO. They like roll along. like R2D2.
No Wellington. Good day, sir.
Smaller at this point.
While you guys wander about, I will go into my bag and tend to my garden. Bag.
Alright. This is Druid if you have to go AFK time. It's the Artificer's turn to play around.
Max.
And Max.
Max, don't steal anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much like whipping out all my tools. I'm all over this thing.
I think Fluffy would have put up more of a.
That dragon.
Say dragon?
Huh? No. I didn't say anything about a dragon.
Imagine Snack finding this thing. Counts.
Yeah, like climbing inside its armor. Restructuring. Coming out of it. Have my like laptop attached to its USB.
How clockwork work? Type of skin cancer.
Oh, you saw that? Dude, Google it.
We start taking pictures. They're gonna find out. And then we're.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's fucking
Lay
crowbar.
their eggs. Lay their eggs inside our chest.
Oh, that'd be horrible. I'm not go AFK.
No, I'm just Googling some stuff really quick while you guys are here.
Okay.
Those are cool.
I'll just take them like, yeah. Oh, he could have took them all, but lives. It's, worth it. We're
Right.
trying, trying to
Right,
kill the other
right.
gods. This one's not. I don't really know why he wanted this thing. It was kind of shitty, to be honest. I mean, his automaton he already has is would have put. I don't really understand. Where I mean, it's not like he control. I mean, where we can't even get this thing inside houses. It's gonna be an issue.
Very, very much a nuisance, yep.
This is down. I'll just drop in casually while I'm just ranting going on. Oh yeah, I need you to find me a body.
What? Say this out loud. No.
No.
Oh.
What for? She asks.
Yeah, I need a I need a Durgar body.
Oh, that's an interesting suggestion.
Yeah, it's all part of the plan.
I see.
You know, God's plan, aka my plan. But
What are you,
part of the
Drake?
plan.
Okay.
Cross City, or maybe. I don't
So,
think we need it right now, but I will need it.
as you're talking to Tadeka, you spot this. All of you can spot this female that walks
That's
down
huge
from.
bitch.
It sure is. She might be actually a little too big. Yeah.
I get better when she was thicker.
I wanted the image to be better. She is technically this size, but I wanted the image to be better visually. But she is technically this size. Here. Actually, I think I can blow it up. Is it Shift Z? That's what she looks like. As she comes down the stairs, she, goes, "Well, welcome to my home, I suppose."
Check the orb. Check the orb. Hello.
Oh, yep. And I like look at the orb in my bag.
Oh,
Just barge in.
it's absolute bright red. Like you've got a fire truck ambulance light in your pocket.
I'll like kind of open the opening towards Illidan so you can kind of see it glowing red.
Just a beam of just the fucking. You've just got like a red spotlight, just turning it around towards me. A flashlight, a red flashlight, just coming out of your bag.
Yep.
Ah, shit.
Fuck.
Oh, we don't need any light in here. What are you doing? Sorry, we were saying that attacked us. We needed a place to lay low. The doors were open. We didn't know anybody.
I see you like playing with my toys. You know, you've broke one of my toys. And she'll gesture over to it, and like lightning will fling from her hand, and it'll crackle along the body of this automaton here. Are you touching it by chance, Snake?
Oh yeah, I'm like on top of it.
Okay, make me a con save.
Magical.
Yes.
Alright, so 17.
Okay, now make
My
me
race.
a dex save. To stay sitting on it.
18.
I don't know if you
Well, I
have.
guess it-
That's just a regular one.
Okay, so
Because that's just a
18.
saying on it. You take 10 points of lightning damage because you save, so you take half, but you do fall off, oof, onto the ground.
Oh. Fuck, ow.
She goes, "I didn't tell you could play with my toys." And this automaton comes back to life, and it just kind of stands there.
I mean, look, I like playing with toys just as much as the next girl. I'm kind of in like a casual thing right now with someone else, but it's casual, so I mean, I'm still open. Our toys.
Oh,
Oh,
well, well
Snake about to offer his services.
Hey, you gotta swoop in quick. Okay.
I kind of walk in, like I'll take a knee. I am greatly impressed with your structures and your automatons. I wish, as you can see, I
Con
could
save.
create my own. Con save?
Con save.
Oh shit.
Actually, let me make sure that's right. Yeah, you failed. It's DC 15. You are flung back over here. Vortex warp.
Get up, mortal. Or whatever that display of was. So we're sorry to barge in, but now that we're here, you know, my name's Elodin.
And she looks you over and she goes, "True names have power. Is your name really Elodin?" And you feel her kind of like stare into you.
To know one's name, have to know the name of things that have power over them.
Mm-hmm.
I know many names.
Do you
I'm
now?
called by many names.
She gestures over to the seating area where Max is and goes, "One of you have already made yourself quite comfortable in my home, so come let us chat. Just don't play with my toys."
I'm all forthcoming if you are. And I'll just
Sin,
smile big at her.
and you hear her walk, and she's got the heaviest thump when she walks, and as she comes through the doorway, she shrinks herself back down.
I mean, I just imagine them thighs are just clapping together as she walks.
Yep, and then
Not to.
she sits in her comfy chair. And she goes, "Well, come on."
I'll go check on Snake. Like, "You okay?
Yeah.
Looks like
Fine.
she used one of our spells.
Okay. You know, I say this is her house.
You don't come on so strong, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Coming for me. Just, you don't come on so strong. Just kind of ease,
You see
ease
the fucking irony. Don't come on.
ease into it, you know? Well, that's a lot of woman. We could share. And
So, Druid, how's your gardening going?
Fabulous.
What are you doing in your garden? Let me know when you start checking out your library. Okay?
Yummy.
Alright, well.
To check it out.
Alright. Well, you have fun with your gardening and enjoying tending to your plants. You notice that there is some unique fertilizer that is left in there, as though it was previously something concocted by the owner. There might be some further investigation of alchemical means required.
I guess I got
Yeah. So you head into the library now, or are you gonna do some more plant cutting? Alright. When you get into the library, you see there's a whole array of books and scrolls, and there's vines all along the walls. The vines they look very like thick and healthy. If you run your fingers across the vines, as though they're like the doorway, you could feel them pulse with energy, and they feed you memories of the previous owners of this bag, of the previous druids who've owned these. You see a fight between a druid and a harpy over a bird's nest in a tree. you see another one where a druid grove was on fire. The most recent one that it gives you, and this vine is a little thinner than the rest of them. It seems it's a newly grown memory. This one shows a set of vines wrapping around a body and dragging it underground. But once you walk past those, there's a lovely array of books, greens, blues, purples, titles, books and languages you can read, books and languages you can't read, a lovely table, a lamp, and a chair. Pretty great.
That's suspicious. Am I gonna die here?
It'll be fine.
Lasers in here.
There sure is. There's a couple books on it, like how to craft it and how to make it, the components required to keep fertilizer from going bad, and there's a very unique book. It's a dull brown and very worn, and it says fertilizer and how not to kill your plants and how to make sure they don't kill you.
Oh, I have to read that.
Yep. So I'll go back to the other team, and then I will fill you in on what that book says, so you can do some in-game reading. Alright, team. You guys are in the house of this lovely lady. You guys are taking a seat. What are you guys doing now? Eagle.
Oh.
She told us to join her, so.
She did. She said, "So how do you have one of my toys?" And she kind of throws her hand across and lightning arcs across it, and this thing slowly stomps and walks over here next to you guys.
Oh. Of you and it being your toy. But happened was gate happening situation and more people were coming in. Yeah, so we tried to leave and came with us. These mortals did fine work taking care of it at the time.
Oh. So you found one of my creatures disassembled? Disassembled?
It wasn't disassembled at the time.
I
Like I said, we had
see.
to take, it came, we were leaving and it kind of came with us and we had to take care of it.
I see. So you must have approached one of the many encampments that you could find these in. These commissions are quite pricey.
Okay. Well, but it and these other things were like portaling people in.
She nods. Yes, that is my technology. No, I gave them technology. They do what they want with it. It's kind of like magic, if you will. Magic is neither good nor bad. What makes it good or bad is how it is used. I create the technology. I give them these things. How they choose to use it makes it good or bad, no?
I mean, I agree, but if you are purchase one, Snack here would probably be interested in buying some.
She looks over to Snake and she goes, "What an interesting deal we could strike. I have such a large inventory of items here one could purchase that's not quite open to the general public." And then she kind of like has an image in front of her in her hand, and it shows like different worlds that her portals lead to that she has made herself. She goes, "This is how I travel amongst the worlds, the planes, the skies, whatever they call them. But, everyone needs something, right?" And then the image shifts. And, you notice Max. Oh, Max. You notice what the image shifts to, and you would be quite familiar with what this image is.
One of them Rift Skipper doodaddies.
Yep. It sure is. You would be very familiar with this one because you've seen it before and you've dealt with it. Or, well, you didn't, like, dealt with it, but, like, you kind of dealt with it, you know what I mean? Like, you've had an encounter with it before. The like...
Is it a people?
It's not a people, but the ship itself is familiar to you.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You recognize the ship, but in the image she presents, it doesn't have the people that you remember being on it.
I understand what you're putting down. It's the
Yep. So glad, because if I said it any more obvious, I think you would have an actual int of 2 IRL.
I am kind of intoxicated right now as well.
It's okay.
So I might have an int of 2 IRL right now.
But yeah, you recognize that. The rest of you guys have heard Max talk about these sort of airboat things. So you kind of recognize the image of like what one is, but it doesn't really have any distinction to you. And so the lady goes, "These are one of my favorite creations. I love building these, They travel amongst the seas, the skies, the winds, the shadows. You can really stop these things once you just get them going there. They never stop, but oh, how glorious are they to travel in." Then she kind of like snaps her hand closed and it stops the image, and she crosses her legs and goes, "So, I'm a person who's willing to negotiate a deal, and you clearly are formidable enough to deal with one of my creations. So let's talk. Maybe we can make this amicable for both of us. You've returned one of my toys that I can now resell to another buyer.
Buyers are. I kind of look her up and down. Or the flesh. I grin a little bit. I'd like to, have that conversation, maybe a little more privately, but like I said, my mortal friends here would probably be very interested in this type of service.
He nods and goes, I see. Well, we can discuss your conversation later. I will establish your contract that your mortals here, as you suggested, are interested in. So, mere mortals, what exactly is it that you are looking for? It seems you have quite an eccentric taste. He looks between Zoop, Sneck's ladybot, the fox that's sitting on the table, and Bling, Mr. Bling. And she goes, so what are your eccentric tastes that she gestures to Elodin and speaks about?
Do I roughly know the value of spelljammers, like in a general sense, since I
You do?
did the things for the
Yes.
times?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the price?
So, are you talking about the one that we talked about? Or are you talking about, like, a general price of, like, price range? Because general price range is between 10,000 and 15,000 gold. The one we talked about specifically that I asked you if you were interested in building that one or having it commissioned is 12,827 gold.
Gotcha.
For a record, there you go. And that includes hiring crew and getting it staffed and prepared and crated and built and armored and weaponized. And it saves you the fee, and it saves you the time of capturing the elemental.
I'm sure we've got that.
I have 6,700.
Honest with you, I have no. I have a
Yep.
mound of it inside my genie bottle, and I haven't been back in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we like filled our hands with those gems. They're like 1k each.
Oh yeah, all those gems.
Yeah.
Plus, I think you were scooping some gold from that dragon horde too. We never counted
Yeah, we never counted that.
that. And I was taking it into the genie bottle.
This right here will probably clear out most of y'all's wealth to buy this.
Max wants it.
Max is gonna have to walk through. Max is gonna have to segment here. Loading can't stand up right now. So he's gotta wait for y'all to leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's got other business. And he don't know anything about a spell jammer.
Shit.
Max is gonna look at her and say, I believe we are interested in a spelljammer.
She turns her head to you and goes, "Oh, I see. Someone who also travels the skies. Very interesting. I didn't think I would meet someone here like that."
Oh, it was a past life.
I see.
So, what is your going price and what are your options?
She holds out she snaps her fingers, and in front of you pages just fall in your lap, and she goes, "There's your options. Feel free to read if you can. If not, have one of your friends read it to you."
Is it in a language Max can read?
It's in common.
Then Max will read it.
And she goes, "Oh, look at you, and you're intelligent enough to read. Wow, very nice. You don't see many of that these days. Most people just want to buy big smashy toys and don't care about reading anything about them. Such brutes."
What's the pamphlet say?
The pamphlets offer different styles of ships and like racing, sails, different sizes, different like types of ships, like do you want a speedboat if you will, or a more armored one like a sky castle, stuff like that. They offer the different types. Imagine opening like a car, like when you go to the car dealership and they have like those 12-page books or some shit like that, and you page through them and it's got a car on each page and shit. Like it's something like that.
Does Max see the one that Max's controller and the DM talked about outside of the game?
He sees one similar to it, but not quite the same specifications. He sees the base model.
Okay, what's the difference?
About 1,800 gold.
Other than gold, like what's the specs difference?
Oh, I mean, like, it's not as fast. It doesn't have a gun attached to it. These are just kind of, like, there's a base model, and then you can add features to it, right?
We want the guns.
You can, if you want to save RP time and you want to buy it, you could just buy it for that, because she'll ask you when you purchase it, do you want guns? What kind of elemental do you want? How many crew do you want? What kind of crew do you want? Blah, 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 blah.
Yep, sounds good. Save RP time.
So. So, let's see then. If you're going to do that, then it would be a, so do you guys remember what we talked about? What it was? I mean, I remember what it is. I don't remember its actual name, but I remember what it is.
I don't remember.
Wait, talk about what?
The airship.
Oh.
Oh. What about it?
It It went like 3 or 5 miles per hour. He wanted an air elemental in it. Um, it had a gun.
3 miles an hour?
Yep.
I don't remember it being that slow.
3 miles an hour? I thought this was a spell jammer.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, 3 miles an hour is walking speed.
I mean, it's a little faster than walking, but yes.
30 miles an hour, sorry. I don't actually know how fast spelljammers go, to be honest with you.
Probably light speed.
There's a reasonable time. There's a reasonable speed for it that we'll have to figure out. But it had like an AC of like 14 all over the boat. It was 3/4. It was like 20 something feet long. Had a cargo
This
weightage.
GIF,
Yeah.
right?
It'd probably go a lot faster in the astral plane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me find it exactly. Was it a sky sloop? I think it might have been a sky sloop. Maybe. Yeah, it was a sky sloop. I found it. So its overall AC is 14. It has 3 sections. Has a hardness, an AC. It has rigging. Blah 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 blah. It has a cargo of 60 tons. It has 1 to 2 light mounts. And it can hold up to 12 people, like 12 medium-sized creatures, and medium or large-sized creatures. And for the natural watch, it needs 1 person plus 2 crew at all times. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I don't really know what the group thoughts are on it, or the direction, or anything
Sounds
like that.
great, we're buying it.
Because I know Snack's not gonna spare a copper, because I'm pretty sure he's got things in mind that he wants from.
Hmm?
But Snack don't give a shit about what some of these
Yep.
custom creations.
What if you guys, what if you guys finish your deal?
I would have said that in game. Like, go ahead, Snack.
Um,
Maybe package it all together.
what do you have at your disposal that's more like either an automaton or like a mech suit?
Oh. Feeling a little technological, are we? She goes, My, you are an interesting body type. I'm not quite sure how you would fit, but I'm sure I can customize something that you could wear like a second skin, just as long as you don't shed it.
Is it shredded?
No, I said shut it. Like, because you're a snake? Shed.
Oh. Ha.
She's making a snake joke.
Just run it over. Yeah, you know, I've seen some interesting designs in my day, you know, like giant automatons, maybe not as big as that one there, but where people could ride or operate.
I see. He goes, you'll have to give me a bit more time to find something that I can offer you for your leisure. You're welcome to stay for this time while we negotiate these deals. You know, this house is free. It changes at my very whim. It's quite nice, actually. Kind of touches a pendant on her chest.
Okay, well, thank you.
She kind of holds an image out and she goes, just, I'm guessing his thoughts. I'm just going to run some quick images by you, okay? So she drops this image. If you look in, drops this image into her hand and she goes, something like this, perhaps?
It's,
Or are we perhaps looking for something more like this? And she kind of hums for the second and goes, maybe you want something that works alongside you? And she gestures to your female.
Oh yeah, look at that one.
what the fuck?
What?
That's that'd be me riding on top.
Yep.
Probably be smaller.
Yeah. That's team goal. That's kind of cool.
She goes, or I could keep it to fashion and, you know,
Please nothing like.
so I could keep it to fashion and give you some. Since you seem to it as a female shape, you could be quite deadly with all those hands.
Yeah, I think if I were to go like the suit thing, it would probably change my whole class, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Out of the game.
Yep.
So like, I did see there's like mechanical, like mech pilots.
Your class would have to be like, you would have to be taught how to do it, and like, it would take time before you could pick up all those features.
Yeah. But probably just be easier to have no, still defender changed instead. Yeah. I like that steam golem.
Yes, we can work with that to make it more accompanyable to your style. Maybe something like... And then she pulls this out and says, "This seems quite like a delicious protector. Stylish, too, don't you think?"
Check that one out. Wow.
Oh, that's the one that she posted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's Steam Golem.
Clockwork.
Clockwork.
I mean,
Clockwork
close enough.
Confederacy.
I don't know. I like that Steam Golem still.
Okay.
That's style.
Okay. And she goes, "That's fine. That will take a few days to commission, and since you've brought me a starting point, I guess I could get to work." Her hand opens up and like 3 electrical sparks fly past Max, and you watch the golem next to you like freeze, and then it just kind of drops down and falls into pieces, and she goes, and then she like, "Well, that's a good place to start," and then she kind of waves her hand, and you just watch like the like pieces of the body like just fly through the room out the door to somewhere. Like she vortex warped the pieces away. She goes, "Okay, that'll be an interesting deal. So let's talk pricing. What are we working with here? I hope you're not broke, because that doesn't suit our deal here." And she kind of folds her legs under her this time.
And now we have to figure out how much gold we actually have.
Yep. You've been collecting all that gold. Time to figure out how much you actually have.
Dude, check out that last one I just sent you.
Oh, that's pretty badass too. Damn it.
Well, I mean, you can decide by next session, you know?
Oh wait, never mind. I can buy this the
Yeah,
Skyjammer by myself.
yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You actually read the number that you have. I was like,
Yeah,
why is
I
he
have-
asking them?
Yeah, I'm good. And I'll have gold left over. Yay.
Yeah, you
I
find.
have 10 gems worth 10,000 each.
Yep, yep.
10,000 or 1,000?
What?
Mine are 1,000 each.
Oh, maybe, but mine just says gems 10,000, 10 of them. But maybe I wrote it down wrong.
It's
it's 1,000
it's
each.
1,000 each.
Okay.
What about item wise too? Maybe like a headband of intellect.
Do I look like a magic shop to you?
Got him.
No, but it looks like something you could craft your skills.
I'm
You
not
should have,
going
like,
to.
mechanical gear.
I work in mechanical objects. If you want to buy paltry magic items, you can go visit a magic store. I work in very eccentric items, and I make them with a very craftsman tea. You want stuff like that? You go ask some paltry wizard to craft it for you, and you hand them over the equivalent of like their month's pay for a simple headband to make you smarter for the books that you're not going to read.
And I'll look over at him and I'll say, "Hey, nice to meet you, mortal. My name is Loden of Loden's Magic Tinkering. This is something you're interested in. It may take me some time, but I'm sure we can accommodate."
And she goes,
So maybe
"Look, there you go."
You don't have like mechanical gear.
She goes, "I
Like,
don't."
you just
She
do,
doesn't work in she works in automaton and skyship. She works in large construct like things. She doesn't work in like small magical items like armor, gear, stuff like that.
You can make like a mechanical lining cloth.
She's gonna make a magical sheep and throw it at you if you're not careful. The sheep will explode when it hits you.
I will take 10 of those.
Yeah, she's for all intensive purposes an engineer. A clockwork engineer.
You also mentioned earlier maybe like a bodysuit.
She goes, yeah, but I don't think there's one that will fit. Have a unique body style. I generally cater to more humanoid like buyers.
Druid want anything?
Yeah, it's against his sect or religion or something of another.
Maybe the druid wants like a mechanical plow for her garden. A tiller.
I mean, she could get a dwarven a little mechanical like assistant to tend to the garden for him.
Yeah, I'd like to include that too, please.
She nods. And she pulls out a ball. And she sets it on the table. She goes, let's talk pricing. And you see like her nails like flick out and a scroll of paper appears in her palm. And she reaches into the couch behind her and pulls out a pen. And she goes, so, like I said, pricing. Who wants to talk first? And she looks between Max and Sneck and goes, which one of you is first?
Sure, I'll go first.
She looks at you and goes, okay, so to get the max suit, she goes, well, not max suit, but like, to get your Steel Defender, I'm going to have to borrow your Steel Defender, unfortunately, to extract the stylistic tendencies that you have and attach them here. I see you have some very rudimentary, and she kind of gets up and walks over to it and goes, very rudimentary placements of spikes, and then she kind of goes, ugh. And that skin work is abhorrent. Though, I suppose, for someone of your skill set, not so adequately trained in the mechaneering, it's okay, it's passable.
Okay, cool. Here you go.
And she goes, and I will need about a week to work on it, and then you see her do some like writing and figures, and then as she starts gesturing like she's talking to herself, the pen starts writing as though it's taking notes in her head. She goes, and about 4,800 gold.
Okay, and does this include the little robot for the druid?
She goes, mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll open up my little fanny pack.
She'll offer you the paper, and she goes, I'll sign here, and you sign here too, to say that payment will be completed, and then I'll do my job.
I'll read the paper before writing it.
Okay.
Question, Max. What do people wear in astral plane?
DM, what do people wear at the astral plane?
Like, can I breathe there?
I have an air elemental.
Right, but what if I want to like?
Oh, you want to
get out
space
and
walk? Oh, yeah, you need a portable air elemental for that one.
Well, here's what I'm.
Anyway, you read over the contract. There seems nothing wrong with it. It literally just seems like a buyer's contract to agree for payment if service is rendered.
Okay. I'll sign it.
Cool, and she will sign it as well, and she will go catch, and she'll toss you a small ball, and she goes, give it to your druid friend. She can tell it what to do in her garden.
Okay.
And
I'll look at the others.
I need this spacesuit for when I'm in the astral plane.
What is it even gonna do?
Well, the mask is gonna allow me to keep breathing. Okay, it's got a backpack, like it's got a backpack that has a miniature air elemental trapped in it.
Yeah.
Feeds me air and also functions as a jetpack.
What is the rest of that nonsense?
Absolutely nothing, just functions as my normal half plate armor.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah. You'll have to, before you can get that, you'll have to do some traveling in the astral plane, though. That's like a honored reputation level outfit. You know?
But, I mean, she could make.
She sure can, but that's like honored level reputation. That's that good shit. She's gotta
I'm gonna earn that shit tonight.
she's gotta shrink an elemental down. You know how hard that is?
I'm gonna reach honored reputation tonight.
You ever tried to stuff an elemental in a box?
We could, if that's your kink, we can certainly try.
So when she tosses you the ball, you can see she goes, it's this button right here. She points to it and she goes, tell your druid lady, to, press this button. It'll pop out and she can give it some instructions and, set it and forget it. Takes a contract and she snaps her fingers and you watch these two creatures of goodies. Boop. You see, like, you hear workshop doors open, and and then you hear them snap shut. And she goes, no, and she leans on the couch next to Max and goes, no. You were interested in my airship and spelljammer work. So, are you going to be buying one?
I will be buying one.
Have you decided to make a model a size? Do I need to find your crew? Do you have your own crew?
Max is going to show or open up the catalog and show her the sloop and the options he wants.
She nods.
And then he's gonna look at her and say, and we will most likely need a crew.
She nods and goes, do you want a female crew? Do you want a male crew? Do you want a humanoid crew? Do you want an alien crew? Do you want a crew of automatons? What kind of crew do you want? And she kind of sits down on the coffee
Probably
table.
automatons, since And as Max is saying that, he's gonna look to both Don Thush and Eladin. They could probably work on them if stuff goes down.
She goes,
You
okay.
don't have to worry about the automatons stealing from you.
She nods and goes, I can do that. We can make that work. So what deadline do I have to work? Do you want any custom features on it? Do you want like an arcane missile launcher? Do you want a fireball launcher? What
It
do
needs
you
racing stripes.
do we want like a noxious gas release? Like what kind of features additionally for, because it says when you pointed here and it says, do you want 1 to 2 mounts? Do you want 1? Do you want 2? What kind of mounts do you want? Am I gonna have to like install spells? What are you wanting here for your options?
Out of character karma, what gun did we look at originally?
It was a light gun. It has 2 light slots. It has 2 light slots that you could fill in 1 to 2. We talked about getting a like
Wasn't it like a lightning gun or something?
it would shoot like a small like lightning bolt that did the amount of damage that a shocking grass would, but a little bit more. And it had a load time of 1 round. So you would load it and the cartridge would charge, and you could fire it next turn and it did 4d6. So
Yeah, so that, and then how much is the fireball launcher? Actually, wait. Now we're gonna get scientific. Fire doesn't really work in a vacuum at all. So,
yeah, well,
Plasma. Gauss.
so if
Tesla.
right, I'm saying like, is it a literal fireball launcher? Because if that's the case, then no, I'm not interested.
yeah, it's like if I took fireball and cast it, but inside.
So it would not work in space.
No.
Can you change the
Technically, a
element?
fireball is like it shoots out a bead and it explodes at the location.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's so there's this thing that you can create from a class. They're spell beads, and you can put the spell beads in, and you can only have so many beads, so you get like a limited ammo on ship, but that's what you would use for it. Or like, imagine like a grenade launcher, but if the grenade was a fireball.
What was the rocket launcher?
So we can make them whatever spell we want, or I can make them whatever spell you guys want them to be. It's minus having a disintegration laser. But like I can manufacture any spell flavor into like a weapon for you guys, just whatever you want. So whatever you guys want is your second weapon. Flavor text manufacture if you want.
Now I have to look up all the spells.
I'd like to have like an automatic turret that shoots arcane missiles.
And I would like to have 2 working hands, okay? There's a lot of things
Like,
we both like.
Like a gunner's turret.
Yeah, what sort of spray and pray ass bullshit?
Technically, we
What about a sunbeam gun?
Explain how that would work.
It's a laser beam.
You just want do you want me to just put a Sunny D in there and be like, you can unleash the power of the sun? It just sprays everyone with orange juice, but it's actually just a sunbeam? That's what I think of, by the way.
That's ridiculous.
What if we did...
A chain lightning gun.
Just stop. You have a lightning gun on one side.
But does it chain?
Okay.
Okay.
You guys are buying it, so it's like, I'm trying to keep it to like level 3. Spells. You guys could do a, you guys could kind of do a, like a, I wouldn't say like an ice gun, but like an ice one. Could apply slows or some shit like that.
Last Gatling gun.
You could also do an Eldritch Blast Gatling gun, too, if that's what you're interested in.
That sounds good.
Okay. What is your Eldritch Blast? Is it D12?
No arcane missile, but our Eldritch Blast Gatling gun's okay.
Roll me your Eldritch Blast. It'll do 2d10 and roll me a 1d6. Roll me a 1d6 max. Three bolts per round. So every round you can get up to 60 damage.
This isn't broken because you still have the
Exactly.
magic missile Gatling gun.
Yep.
Which I do like. We'll take one of those too.
Yeah, you don't have the reputation for that.
I can't spend my reputation points on that, boys.
Okay, so those are your two guns. There's that.
Counterspell gun.
Yep, you could. So yeah, that'll be the 12,827 gold for that.
What about a counterspell force field? Can you make one of those?
She can, but that's gonna be like another 4,800 gold. 4,800 to 5,000 gold.
Max thinks it should be only 2,000 extra.
And the GM thinks you guys have too much money.
Max wants to negotiate.
The GM doesn't want to negotiate.
Max has 2,000 gold left.
Yeah, Max has 2,000 gold left, and Max wants one, and the GM knows that's why he says 2,000 gold.
No, I could afford it at full price. I just want to use my persuasion skill I put all these points into and never use.
Well, maybe if you talked more, you could use it. Got him. No, I'm not gonna let you. The reason why it's expensive is because I don't want to give you guys something that's strong out there in the thing. Because like in a force field of counterspell means nothing can hit your boat, right? Like there's no damage that could come to you guys. You guys are just free flying, no problems, right? So
Well, I
how
mean,
would
yeah,
contact?
if it was a permanent one, but
Right.
it just like blocked the first spell or something.
That's another thing that I'm trying to decide if I want to allow you guys to upgrade it to permanent, or do I want to allow it to be active, like it has 5 rounds that it's active before it stops working and has to recharge. You know what I mean? So that's something. That's the reason why I'm not going to put one in, because I haven't decided how I want to do that just yet. You know? That's something that I personally have to decide for you guys as a
Or
GM.
you just say it has like 3 charges or whatever. Pilot would have to use their reaction to activate the force.
Right. These are things that I've thought about for it, but I haven't decided what I want to offer just yet, because I don't want to like give you guys shitty offerings, but I also don't want to give you guys shit that's fucking nuts, you know?
I mean, I'm already a god, so I don't even technically need to breathe in the astral plane. I just want a cool looking spacesuit. Need something to spend my gold on.
Yeah, we can talk about that. That
Except I'm
suit.
probably gonna buy some slaves.
People. Feelings of the flesh. Alright, well, that covers those two. Is there anything else that you guys want to buy? Because it's hitting 11 o'clock for me and I'm getting tired. So.
Yeah. Is she able to help me fix this jar? Or could I use her laboratory to fix the jar?
She could... She can help you fix the jar. But she can help you fix the jar when the GM isn't sleepy.
Okay. And how many days is this gonna take?
It's gonna take a week's worth of time, so it'll be ready by next session.
So can we stay here?
Yeah, you guys. She offered her services to you. She gestures up the stairs and goes, on the contract, she'll offer you the same contract. Max, you can read it over. It doesn't say anything suspicious. It's just a contract for services rendered. Similar to what was offered to, Sneck. Free to sign if you want, and she'll get working on it. She'll ask you what type of wood you want the base made out of. You have a choice to let her know. And then she's just gonna copy all of you guys and take you upstairs. And let me find. Where's the stairwell at? Here it is. Ta-da! There you guys. She takes you guys upstairs. You notice that when she walks, and she's not sitting down, she's also this size. So she's kind of sitting at the stairs at this point. She goes, this is my bedroom. Stay out of it. And she kind of opens the door. And she goes, she points to the other room and she goes, this is my sister's room. She, like, walks down the hallway and points to the door and goes, you stay out of this one, too. Otherwise, the rest of this area is, to your enjoyment. And she gestures and she goes, there's, like, 3 beds over there, and, there's some couches over there. You know, and she points down this hallway. She comes over here and says, bedrooms are over here. I think there's 3 of them, but seems to be multiple of you. And I'm sure you guys are small enough. You could share something, figure it out.
Max is already in a room.
And she goes back downstairs.
Well, you know, if you have time later for more private, come knocking.
She nods and she goes, remember, my room's this one. And she points to the door, with the...
Just so I know, twin sister?
No, not twin sister. She's definitely a dot darker than I am. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah. She's a lot darker than I am.
I will get these mortals settled, and yeah, I'll
She nods and she walks back downstairs, and you hear her like she almost has like mechanical like stomping when she walks. And you're like the doors to the laboratory open again. What are you guys gonna do now?
have a week of downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use that to create a magic item?
Yeah, for sure.
Other than her and her sister. Got it?
Can't wait till you meet her sister. You're gonna love.
Yeah, hippie.
You're gonna love her sister.
Already in love
Yeah.
with two women. Two gods.
Can't make a wife out of a hoe. Can't make a husband out of a hoe.
No, but you can definitely make
Jesus. Good Lord, Deagle. Alright, so your book definitely has some interesting features in it, by the way, Druid. You also now have a little robot to help take care of your garden for you. That you have to teach it how to take care of your garden, so you can do that over the 7 days of downtime if you want. Fox will come in and curiously learn too. It's interested in your garden. It eats one of the pear apples. But outside of that, I don't think there's anything else for you guys to do.
I guess over the week I'll be working with that jar.
Yes.
Is that going to turn into a gun? A Gavin gun?
I mean, it might be.
Okay.
Yeah, you can work, yeah, that's his. You can work with, Teagle as well if you wish in character to work on that jar. You can also ask her about the glass. We're using her laboratory to see how to get it, but you can start that quest now to getting that worked on. Yeah, so you guys have a lot of downtime crafting right now, and you have access to a lot of books and space and stuff like this to try and get you guys prepared for phase 2 of Killing Gods, where it's going to be a lot crazier. You guys now have met the Mechanical Menace. That's what I'm going to call them for the time being. So, yeah. Pretty good, huh?
I can.
You can make a headband of intellect.
Guys, thank you guys for hanging out. I will see all of you next Friday for some more fun. This one?
Mine. At Wendy's?
Yeah.
This is Wendy's. No, that's for Pepper Love.
Yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see all of you next week for some more fun. Much love. Mwah. Bye, you guys.
Bye.